What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Happy New Year to you all. In yesterday's video, we opened 1,000,000 coins of 5k packs. 100,000 coins of 5k packs. We just about broke even, maybe, made or lost 10 or 20k here or there. And one of the top comments is, do it with silver packs and see what generates more profit. And I will. Not today. Today is going to be the much promised La Liga first owner squad. Now we're almost at level 20. We only need 10k more XP. We've obviously still got a long time. I think there's still 9 days left on this. 9 days, 1 hour left on this setup. So we're going to get week 3 bronze, silver, and gold, which will obviously help out massively. If I do some of these on accident, fair enough. Otherwise, I'll just wait till the last day if I haven't got what I need. We've done already, of course, Bundesliga, win four rivals matches using 9 first-own Bundesliga players. We haven't done 3 Lions. That might not be tomorrow's episode because it'd be rewards day tomorrow. Great team of the week as well. Well, good team of the week. Lots of Premier League players. And we're going to start La Liga today. So what you're going to see today is the building of the La Liga squad and 1 live game. And then tomorrow for rewards day, you'll see the rest of the games that earn us Blackwood there. That's that really. And then I've already completed today the Gliazzurri, the 6 squad battles matches with 11 Italian players. I decided to do that one first because it's just a bit more challenging because it's on legendary instead of world class. The other 2 is on world class. It's going to be easy to complete those as well. And I'm just going to work through them like I just did 2 games here. And I basically used the standstill method. I just stood still until the 70th minute in both games, went and scored a goal, and then just messed about for the last 20 minutes. So I didn't really have to do anything. And I was happy to do it, and I am typically happy to do it because you can see I'm at 2.9 million coins. You might think that's actually low compared to where I've been. But I want to just show you guys what's been happening. So before we get this squad, first of all, I've got through most of my squad fitness cards. We had, 300 or so of them? Something like that. We've got 51 left and about 50 on the trade pile. They're all selling for somewhere between 1,200 and 1,400 to lazy buyers. We will start cracking on to the individual fitness afterwards. I'm currently, and I'll show you the trade pile in a second, but I'm currently selling on training cards. All my golds are gone, and I'm working on the silvers now. The goalkeeper one can go. And if there's any untradables... These ones I'm probably just going to use on squad battles. If I've got a Saudi team and the Saudi players are terrible, I'll probably just use them on there. The bronze ones, other than pace and the all attributes, I probably won't even try and get rid of the bronze ones anyway. And then the silver ones I'll try and get rid of. But the reason why I don't have quite so many coins is because I have heavily invested in a couple of chem styles. The first one I've heavily invested in is Deadeye. We're up to 250-ish of those. You're able to buy those even now at 800 to 1,000 coins. And although I missed the opportunity to sell them when they spiked before at like 3k, all we need is EA to release another SBC that booms them back up even to 1,500, 1,800, 2,000 coins and we'll make bank. But the major thing that I've put a lot of coins into, which I think a lot of you can figure out from stream anyway, if you're watching on stream, is anchors. I've got 415 so far. That is almost, because I've been buying these for 2,400 to 2,600. So if we say an average of 2,500, I've put just over 1,000,000 coins into them so far. I think they're quite low at 2.5k. I hope I'm right. It might be a case where I'm wrong and they keep dropping and they go down to the 18s, 1,500s and such, at which point I'll need to start siphoning these back off to lazy buyers to get my money back. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for the risk because if these go back up to 4.5, 5k, which they were a couple of weeks ago, obviously I'm going to end up making about 1,000,000 coins right now. And I'm going to continue, as long as their price stays at that 2.5k-ish mark, I'm going to continue investing into these while selling off everything. I think I'm going to keep anchors and Deadeyes as 2 chem styles that I just trade with and play with. Basically. So on the trade pile, just so you guys can see, I've got some of the 83s that were in my club that I'm trying to sell because they went up in price, but I think I've missed the boat on those as well now because the 83 rated SBCs have kind of gone. I've got some squad fitness cards on there where we've got actually only about 15, and then we've just got a load of training cards. loads and loads and loads, and you can see some of them already selling. This isn't major coins out of these training cards either. In fact, it's fair to say it's probably quite minor coins out of these training cards. But that's where we're at. So we need to, first of all, get rid of this squad. We don't care about this squad anymore. We've done that. Second of all, we need to get rid of the Bundesliga squad because we're finished with that. So I've got the Saudi squad, which obviously I've already played 1 out of the 6 on the Saudi league. I'm hoping I can get it done today. I'm going to try it. Sometimes like I'll sit down late at night after I finish streaming, after I finish working, and I'll do not a lot. I'll watch TV show or something like that. I'm going to try and do these whilst I'm doing that, even whilst I'm watching the Arsenal Man United game that's probably finished by the time you're watching this video. I might just start it as the game kicks off, start a game, let it sit there, and then spend just 2 minutes not watching the game, just sorting out my stuff on here. But as I said, guys, for today, we have got our La Liga squad, which I'm excited for a little bit as well because it should start helping us work towards Moy Gomez, which is nice. And let's see what we've got as far as the first owner from La Liga goes. I know I've got some great players. This is probably going to be the easiest one for me. La Liga is a league that I've been quite fortunate in with regards to first owners and just in general. You know, we've got first owner Marc-Andre Ter Stegen there. We've got 2 fantastic first owner fullbacks, one of them being Jordi Alba and the other one of them being Ferland Mendy there. I've also got that Nelson Semedo card as well. So lots and lots of quality. And then in centre-back, of course, we have Piqué and we have Rafael Varane. So this is all first owner so far. So to have 5 of 9 already done, and other than the goalkeeper, it's all untradeable as well. To have 5 of 9 already taken care of is brilliant. And then, as you guys know, I was fortunate enough that I picked Vasquez. So that's another first owner La Liga player right there. We also have in that striker role Toko Ekambi, which is brilliant. And then in the midfield, we can now use Santi Cazorla and the secondary centre mid. It's going to say Morales. We're obviously going to play him up front. So that's already our 9 first owner cards done. So I can use anything here for these last few cards. We are going to go for a full La Liga setup, however. I could pick up on Dembele. I could pick up on Casemiro. Is he first owner? Yeah, he is. Must have got him out of a 5k pack or something. I can't remember. I don't even know how long he's been in the club, to be fair. What I'm kind of missing is like a good midfielder. We have Gonzalo Guedes. We could play him at left mid. I could go and buy Eden Hazard, but I'd prefer to use like my full squad, I suppose, my full setup. I don't really have much else. Like, where do I have? Didn't I have 82 rated striker in Naki Williams? Did I actually get rid of him? I can't imagine I would have done. He would have been one of those ones. Oh, wow, I did. Do you know what, guys? For old time's sake, we're going to use Adderese. We're going to pop him in there. We're going to pop Gonzalo in there. And as per usual, I'm going to use 4-4-2. I don't know why. I always tend to use 4-4-2 during objectives. Now, just for the sake of argument, just in case we do need some extra assistance, I am going to bring some of the players I like to play with on the bench. Di Maria in there. We're going to get Clark Kent in there. There's that Bobby Firmino that I packed. We might as well bring him onto the bench as well. That's pretty cool card to have on the bench. Politano can come onto the bench. Ozil can come onto the bench as well. And then our last card will be Kent here. Let's go and grab him and pop him on the bench too. So some really cool cards for us to play with on the bench, just in case we do need a sub. There he is, boom. And you'd be amazed. I've already played 27 games with him. I know he doesn't have like an insane goal to game ratio, but it's always as a sub. And a lot of the times in the last like 20 or 30 minutes, it's crazy how impactful he's been as a bench player. 16 goal contributions in 27 games is no joke. In terms of fitness, we're quite okay. I will do tactics. I know a lot of people are asking for my custom tactics and stuff. In the 4-4-2 is the same, essentially the same tactics as how I use it anyway. Get in behind and come back on defense on the strikers. It will be come back on defense on the wide men, stay back while attacking on the fullbacks, and then stay back and cover centre for the centre mids. And this is the same way it works even in a 4-2-2. It's just that they're cams instead of wide midfielders. So I don't have chem styles on a lot of players, and I'm okay with that. I don't particularly care for chem styles. My team is actually pretty sick, as I say. We've got this Toko Akambe, who's a good card. We're going to play with Adariz, as I said, for old time's sake. You know, why not? This is over the years of FIFA, he's been one of my favourite cards, and in fact, I definitely don't want him because of that 50 stamina. I don't want him to come back on defense. I want him to stay forward. He doesn't have the stamina levels for coming back on defense. And so we'll keep him like that. So that's the team that we're going to use, guys. We've got 16 more sales, which looks like, yeah, some of my consumables are starting to sell. So I'll fill that trade pile up after this game, I suppose. Actually, I'll fill it up now. I'm gonna go fill the trade pile up, and I'll be right back for us to get into a game. All right, guys, a trade pile full of items again. I'm actually blown away that we're at 2.9 million, given the fact that I've put $1 million into anchors and about say close to $500,000 into other consumables, like easy outs. You know, so we've got about $1.5 million right there. So straight off the bat, we are at about 4.5 million coins liquid just from those alone. And then of course with the tradable items in the club, the special card tradable items that I've got. I think we're approaching 6 full pages now of tradable items. So we've got here 1 full page, 2 full pages, 3 full pages, 4 full pages. There you go, 4 full pages because he's silver. So there's nothing else after that. So even at discard price, there's 400,000 more coins there on the special card. So we're up about 2 million of just insta, straight away sellable items, which is great because that means that we're at least 5 million coins for when Team of the Year comes around, and all of the, if I can turn those anchor chem styles into a bit more profit, maybe we're at 5.5 to 6 million coins. Same with the Dead Eyes, but instead of talking about the maybes, talking about the factuals and the actuals, we actually have, without any consideration, 5 million coins once we sell those 3 items. So, as you guys can see, I am taking a lot more seriously the idea of selling everything. This guy's going for his Bundesliga objective right there. And the reason why I'm taking it more seriously, because some people seem to think the 6th of January will be Team of the Year. I think we talked about it before. EA noted in one of their press pieces that it was going to be the 6th, and then they removed that piece of literature. They made a mistake today when tweeting out Team of the Week. They tweeted out New Year, new Team of the Year. So I don't know if that's, I don't know where that's coming from. Let's see what this guy's going to add in for his subs, who's he's got. So he's got probably Mane and De Bruyne that he'll bring on. But we're just going to play the one live game today, and I'm going to go ahead and read some comments from yesterday's video. The top comment is from Melvin. He says, "Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for another amazing year, Nepo. I love the Road to Glory series. Love to just listen and hear your opinions and thoughts, even if the game is dead and I'm not even playing and still watching your vids. And a few vid back, you talked about doing a series with AA. That would be amazing." So I'm still talking to AA a lot about trying to figure out what we want to do. Do we want to start a new Road to Glory style series, or do we want to start a draft style series? But just from me to you guys, like wow, this game is heavy. Jesus Christ, that took me about 3 years to do those step overs. I appreciate you guys an awful lot. You guys have changed my life. In ways that I just could never have dreamed. The last 10 years, I started uploading to YouTube as a FIFA content creator back in 2010 during the 2010 Road to World Cup. That game for me. Oh, go on, Toko. Go on, Toko. Oh, he's banged it off the bar. That game for me was where I started uploading my first goal montages and things like that. So this is literally like my 10th year on the platform. Now, I didn't start making any money from YouTube in general until about 2015, when YouTube just kind of changed a lot and advertising changed a lot. That's when I got a little bit more, just a little bit more revenue from actually playing FIFA. Go on, Adariz, lad. Oh, that's 2 chances I've had to score a goal. But I couldn't have dreamed. Like in my wildest dreams, I never would have imagined. Where are my player names and stuff in the bottom right-hand corner and bottom left-hand corner? Yeah, I never would have imagined in my wildest dreams that I'd be on my second FIFA channel doing things that people would love to have on their first channel, And I've got you guys to thank for that. It's been an incredible decade and an incredible year. 2019 was definitely my best year. You know, I signed a few big contracts with a few companies this year. One of them obviously being Mixer, which is where we stream a lot of our Road to Glory. So if you want to come check that out, feel free. Mixer.com/NepentheZ. Would be good to get to 100,000 followers pretty quickly. We're at about 74,000 followers right now. So if you guys think, wouldn't mind watching him live stream, but I never really have time or anything like that, just go onto Mixer now, drop a follow, and then you'll get notified when I'm live. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to. And if you do, brilliant. And either way, it's a nice win for me because I get more followers on the board. And yeah, it's nice. Go on, Toko, can be. Oh, come on. Is that Adariz? Let's go. Big man. Oh, that's got to be a goal there. Oh, my days. His Manuel Neuer is saving everything. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys, you know, for giving me this life and giving me this career and giving me everything that you guys have given me. It's been one hell of a journey. Oh, is that a bike? Is that my ball again? Yeah. It's been, yeah, just one hell of a journey, and I'm super, super grateful for everything. Go on. Oh, go on, PK of all people. Foul, Penref. What do you mean? So yeah, Happy New Year to you all, and I wish you guys, you know, the best of success. I've been buried in this guy's box for 20 in-game minutes. In before he scores off of his first... Never mind, just kidding. What are we going to do here? Come on, Toko. That's nice. Adariz, he's got the legs. Oh, that's a great ball through. Yep, meant that. Come on, back into Akambi. Back into Adariz. Oh, that was for Adariz. And Vasquez! Let's go! Finally, I deserve that. That was a good goal. And then Grand Elf, we already talked about. He said, do it with silver packs and see what generates more profit. So I think not tomorrow because it's rewards day, but maybe Friday we'll do 100,000 coins worth of silver packs, sell everything off of those and see what we're left with. And that would be exciting because I think from 100K's worth of silver packs, I reckon you'll always make profit. 150K, 200K, that sort of stuff. Maybe if you get super lucky a little bit more, who knows? But here's the ball in. Here's Adariz. Oh, here's Adariz. Oh, he just doesn't have the agility. A player with more agility would have completed those skill moves a little bit quicker, and they would have ended up getting a goal out of that because they would have got the shot away a little bit quicker. That was tough. Come on, EA, man. I'm actually going to concede off of that, aren't I? No, my keeper finally making a good save. Well, not finally. It's the first save he's had to make, but my keeper making a good save. There's Santi with that 5-star skill moves. Going to be interesting to see how his stamina holds up for Santi. That is a peach of a ball. Is he going to keep it in? Not quite. Next comment is from Daniel. He says, drink every time. He says, lazy. It's crazy though, right? Like, because lazy is what makes this game so easy from anybody and in any regard. Lazy people doing objectives make this game easy because they quit when they go 1 or 2 goals down because they're lazy. They can't be bothered to try and play in the game. They'd rather just quit and move on. And so you get easier wins because of lazy players. You get easy sales and easy purchases because of lazy buyers and lazy sellers. You know, essentially what sniping is picking up cards that lazy sellers are selling because they can't be bothered to take the time out to go and learn what the player's actual value is and what his actual price is. So, you know, the market is driven by lazy. EA rely on people to be too lazy to grind to earn things. Not in every regard, but in a general sense, too lazy to be able to grind to earn things. And so, go on. Oh, should have taken a touch. And so lazy people buy FIFA points because instead of work, like sometimes it's not about lazy. Sometimes it's about they don't have the time, right? But sometimes, oh, has that gone in? I've hit the bar like the 3rd time already, man. So yeah, like not everything, but that you can attribute a large portion of the things that happen in this game to just people being lazy, which is crazy. And I do it myself. I'm a problem for it myself. You know, I could be far more efficient with how I do things in this game, but I'm lazy, so I do it the lazy way. I do it a way that suits me a little bit better. I should have just walked forward. He wasn't even controlling a defender there. And I try my best to... he's offside, thank God for that, because I read that. I try my best to just do it efficiently. But there are, like, in terms of being lazy, this year I told myself, I'm not going to stack consumables this year. I'm not going to let, you know, individual fitness cards build up. I'm not going to let contracts build up. I'm going to keep on top of it all. I didn't. I haven't. I've been ultimately very, very lazy with all of that sort of stuff. And it's, you know, now I'm having to put in extra work and work extra hard. Oh, can you run in a straight line, please, Geordie? I literally haven't even tackled him. That comes from him not running in a straight line as well. God damn it, that's tough. Let's see, where's this guy going to go? All right, he's going left. His left, keeper's right. Come on. Oh, he's baited me. He's baited me with the old head movement. I can't believe we're going into this game 1-1. Into the half time at 1-1. That's tough. You should do spending 20k on bronze pack, says Matthew. That'd be interesting as well, just to see. Look at that. Look at, oh my God. Some of those are bad shot choices from me. Some of that is just, his keeper has made some unbelievable saves. Right, let's get Adariz off. Let's get Di Maria on. Let's get Kent on instead of Gonzalo Guedes. And let's bring on, let's put Morales up front for what he offers. And let's bring on Firmino for his debut in the midfield. And let's see if we can walk away with a win here. I'll be so upset if I don't. I can't believe we got a penalty for that as well. Like, unfortunately, we're not going to see the penalty decision again because EA only show the shot. They don't show the fact that I didn't even press a button. I was just running alongside him. And it came from, once again, Jordi Alba not running in a straight line. He ran like a curved, like run path, in spite of the fact that I was just trying to run in a straight line to catch up with the player. We didn't get that luxury, unfortunately. But we've dominated the first half. I'd be shocked, especially now with the big subs that we brought on. I'd be shocked if we couldn't, you know, create multiple more chances in this second half. Push up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Boom. There. Oh, and that's again. Look at that save that he's got there. It's, oh. It genuinely comes from heavy gameplay. I said it straight at kickoff when I tried to do some step overs. When I tried to do some step overs with Mendy, I don't know how I'm 2-1 down here. I just can't play this game. I suppose can't play this game. Nikos says Nep should really start playing all 30 games of Foot Champs again just to see where he can finish with his team. I'm interested. I know I say this a lot and then it doesn't take much to get me non-interested anymore. I explained this on stream in like some depth and I'm able to summarize it, I suppose, for you guys, right? But one of the things that makes me want to play all 30 games is just the want of doing the most that I can, right? Just being like, look, I'm a FIFA YouTuber. I'm a content creator on this game. Like, I can't believe that I'm complaining about having to play too much FIFA for my job. You know, I can't believe that that's me. I never thought that would happen. If you would have said to me 4, 5, 6 years ago, there'll become a time where, you know, you won't even play all the games that you can because you're not enjoying it, I'd have been like, you're crazy. I'd play FIFA 24/7 if I could. If I had that as a job and this was my my income source. So in instances like that, I do sit there and I think, man, I should do better for the people that watch me. There's two things that cause me to... I've tried 2 skill moves there with Di Maria, and none of them have registered. I tried an Elastico and then a reverse Elastico, and none of them got put in. I can't get in behind. There we go, Morelos. Yes, there we go. Or is it Morales? Yeah, Morales. Close to Morelos. So the 2 things that kind of like get my blood boiling to the point where I don't want to play is number one. Well, there's one thing that gets my blood boiling that causes like a knock-on effect, right? And that's games like this, right? A game where I'm quite clearly the better player. I've created ample opportunities to win the game. And on another day, I'll literally be like 5 or 6 goals up against this guy and he might probably have rage quit, right? 12 shots, 7 on target, all from great areas inside the box. Some of them were shots that weren't necessarily unbelievable shots from unbelievable areas. Like that one shot I had with Toko Akambi, I could have taken a touch and got a better shot on. And probably would have done a better job, right? So there are definitely instances where sometimes it's my shot choice that lets me down. But some of these shots that I've had, I haven't scored from, and I couldn't tell you why. You know, there's nothing about why I missed a shot other than the fact that the game just decided on this occasion it won't go in. See, that's one of those instances where it's a bad shot type. And then we concede from this guy's second shot of the whole game for a penalty that I conceded because of the game. I did nothing to concede the penalty. There we go, we're 3-2 up now. I did nothing to concede the penalty, I just conceded the penalty. And these kind of games make my blood boil because I'm like, I come out of this game and when I'm playing by myself, or when it doesn't really matter, like now, this doesn't really matter, right? This doesn't impact too much. Like in champs, you take a loss, it impacts a lot. In rivals, you take a loss, it impacts nothing. In fact, it just means that next game is theoretically going to be an easier game because you've dropped skill rating. So, you're essentially, you're going to have an easier opponent in the next game. So in a game like this, I don't get stressed, I don't get frustrated because ultimately I know that it doesn't matter. But in champs, not only does champs kind of get me stressed with it, it's also like when live streaming, dealing with the negativity that comes with it is always really, really difficult. And I know some people handle it better than others. I don't handle it. It's not that I handle it badly. It's just that it adds to the frustration levels when I'm like, when I lose a game or I struggle in certain aspects of the game because of me or because of the game. And then people are like, maybe you should just get better. And I'm like, man, did you not see this game? And they literally try their best to wind you up, and they do it on purpose because they want that negative reaction. I don't know why some people like to have that as their reaction in FIFA, as the streamers that they watch. I don't know why that they like to watch people rage. It's one of those, that's my bad. One of those culture things, right? Come on, can I please have this defender? There we go. And it's just literally just one of those things where it's like that sort of thing that frustrates the living life out of me is, playing in conditions where like the game is just really, really struggling to help me out. And I'm having to force and fight my way to do simple things like we have done in this game here. And it just demoralizes me, man. It makes me not want to play the game. It makes me sit there and think, do you know what? I don't need this in my life. It's okay. Like, yep, this is a privileged job. I'm very fortunate to do what I do. But ultimately, I don't need these stresses and struggles over a video game. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. And when it's not fun, shouldn't play it. Ultimately, I wouldn't play another game that's not fun. So why would I play FIFA when it's not fun, right? And so that's one of the stresses and struggles. The other stress and struggle is, and I showed this on stream when I got to 14-1. One of the players that I beat was phenomenal. He was easily an elite level player. And I said to people, like, the way you had to play, like I went 1-0 up and I carried on attacking to try and score, like I have done against this guy. Now, if this guy ends up equalizing here, it's because I don't play FIFA the way you have to play FIFA to have the best opportunity to win, right? I went 1-0 up against this guy, and he was still on part of the bus, dropped back, trying to hit me on counters, but he was good at it, right? He still understood the moves and how the game plays. And then he equalised in like the 83rd minute off of one of his counterattacks. And I was explaining to the stream, like, this is why I hate playing at an elite level, because I hate the way you have to play so defensively when you're in the lead, literally like risk-free. And that's boring to me. And so one of the things that I don't like is in games like this, if I end up losing this specific game in champs, I'm livid because I've dominated this game in every way possible. And I've struggled to get a win. Now, like I say, some of the shots were terrible shots with back to goal whilst the defender was in front of me, or a rush shot, an off-balance shot, a shot with a player that's not really good at shooting. Some of them are those, but some of those saves that his keeper made were just outrageous. So if I lose a game like this in champs, or even if I win a game like this in champs, I come away feeling like aggrieved and frustrated. So that's one thing that turns me off of champs. The other thing that turns me off of champs is playing at the elite level. I just don't enjoy the way you have to play the game. So in terms of like playing 30 games, always before the weekend starts, or like right now after the way I played last weekend when we got to 17-3, sit there and think, man, just play every game, play all 30, man. Just don't even worry about it. Just relax, take every game as it comes, treat it like a rival's game, and just don't even worry about it. But then everything starts piling on top, and all of a sudden I just get to the point where I just ultimately have a mental breakdown, and I'm just like, yep, this is not the game for me, the game that I want to spend all this time on. So whilst I want to be able to play 30 games of FIFA each weekend, it just tears me down quick, man. And I know it does for you guys too. And so I know that's why a lot of people don't play all 30 games of weekend league. Now, how many, just out of interest, how many top 100s were there this week? I know it was up in like the 90s somewhere. 99, 90. Imagine being this guy. Anyway, player Jason 11 getting 29 and 1 and being that one guy that does make it in. Be interesting to see actually. What skill rating did he have? 2440. Let's have a look at some other 29 and 0s and see if they got 2440. Because then you'd be able to be like, look, imagine missing out through I don't know what. Like, not even skill rating. Have we got any 2440s for 29? Not here. 2405. Let's have a look at the rest of the world for 29s. 2395. So this guy missed out by 45 skill rating. And what's really frustrating is we don't even know how you earn or attain skill rating, right? There's no rule book that EA have written to be like, oh, you get a skill rating for better pass accuracy, better possession, more goals. If someone rage quits, you don't get as much skill. We just don't know. And then for Europe, I suppose the 29s will be quite low down here because they'll take up most of the stuff. So this is the guy that made it in. So like this, like Benedict, for example, he literally missed out by 4 skill rating. How do you earn 4? Where do you earn 4 skill rating? And imagine if he got 2440 as well, he probably would have got in, and player Jason would have missed out on alphabetical order. Imagine missing out on top 100 because of alphabetical order. It's crazy. This game is just unrewarding as hell. However, with how good the team of the week is, the fact that we stopped on 17 wins, we are going to get 45k coins, which is real nice. Rare gold pack, which is not real nice. 2 rare mega packs, which is quite nice, and 2 good, 2 player picks from 4 options, which I'm happy with because, as I say, the team of the week for this week. Let's get it up on video just before we head out of here for the day. Get rid of that. Let's get that up there. Let's pop that into there. There we go. So yeah, we've got Heaton, who I don't really care about. Trent, who I don't particularly care about because I already have great fullbacks. We have Aguirre and the 2 left backs from the La Liga. But Trent is a decent card, but he's also due to get a team of the year in the next week or so. Maguire, I don't care about. Doherty, I don't care about. Kante would be great to get. He wouldn't necessarily go into my team, but he would just be a really good card to have in the team. Eriksen, I don't particularly care about. The same as Iozo Perez, I don't particularly care about. Harry Kane would be another one that would just be good to have as a 92 rated card. I don't particularly care about him though. Aguero would be really nice to have. Martial would be nice to have as well as a French striker. Adama Traore would be nice to have as a good super sub. But this, although there's a lot of like good team of the week players in there and good players, even with this team of the week the way it is, there's still not much. Well, I think it's fair to say not anything that gets into my main squad. The only one that you could make an argument for would probably be Kante. He's probably the only person that him over Battaglia might be a better option in the team. Other than that, my team would not get improved by this. And because I get the red player pick versions, although obviously as a elite player I would get the tradable versions, but as a non-elite player, getting the red tradable versions, they don't mean anything particularly. But that's where we're at, guys. So that is going to be the end of the video for today. Tomorrow we're going to have rewards. We're going to have the rest of the gameplay with this squad. And if you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.